I'm Bill Snodgrass, and this is episode 76. And episode 76 is going to be about reaching your goals. And the first goal is going to be, I need a soda. In a previous video, I talked about planning, where planning is supposed to be this logical sequence of steps that lead to the completion of a goal. So this video, we're going to talk about what makes a good goal. And one of the characteristics of a really good goal is that it's simple. And by simple, the concept of a simple goal is not that it's simple and easy to achieve. It's unconnected to other goals. So the goal here is to get a soda. Now, I could have said my goal is to get a soda and a candy bar. But the problem with that is that's no longer a simple goal. That's actually two goals. It's because what if I get a soda and not a candy bar? Was I successful? Or what if I get a candy bar and not a soda? Still, was I successful? When you set your goals, the goals need to be something that is like, this is the thing. It's not connected to these other things. You say, the goal for tonight is to have a nice dinner and see a nice movie. Well, that's not really a goal. That's really multiple goals, because you could have a nice dinner and not see a movie, or you could see a movie and not have a nice dinner, or the dinner could be bad. You ate it anyway, and then you went to the movie and had a good time. So it's complicated, not simple. So a simple goal is one that is very clearly this one thing. I know what this one thing is, and that leads us right into the next characteristic of a goal. And that leads me right into this place where I'm going to go get a soda. The second aspect of a good goal is that it is measurable. That there is a way to measure whether or not it has been achieved. And so a lot of times that means quantifying your goal into something like a number, or something that's tangible, the acquisition of, in this case, a soda. You know this goal is measurable. You can say, do you have a soda or do you not have a soda? And if you have a soda, that is the measure that it was attained. If you don't have a soda, then that means that you did not attain the goal. Or it could be to run a mile in 8 minutes, which is not necessarily a track star accomplishment, but for that may be a goal that someone would set, and that is one it is accomplished or it is not. Because if you run it in 8 minutes and 30 seconds, you did an accomplishment. If you run in 7:59, then you did. So the fact that you can quantify it and measure it, and there's some way. So a bad goal would be like, I want to do really well on this test. Well, that's kind of a goal, but it's not specific enough to say that it's measurable. So that's a bad goal, because then you could do the test and say, well, yeah, that was pretty good, when it really wasn't what you had in mind at all. So, but if you say, I want to get in the 75th percentile on this test, then if you get in the 70th percentile, you didn't meet your goal. So that's how that goes. And as far as the soda goes, goal met. The third aspect of goals is that a good goal has to be attainable. And this is where it ties very closely into success. If you have an unattainable goal, you will not achieve it. An unattainable goal is something that is just, it's almost like you took your dream and then you just turned it down a little bit. And I've used this example in other videos before. I'll never be in the NBA. I'm bad knees. I'm 56 years old. My back is always wrecked. I'm not going to be in the NBA. And anyone who's in the NBA who sets a goal for themselves to be in the NBA when they're 56 years old, a lot of people can probably look at that and go, yes, that's probably not attainable. That's probably not an attainable goal. And this is where I differ from a lot of the motivational speakers. They say, if you can dream it, you can do it. If you can dream it, you can. Not necessarily. I can dream of some crazy stuff that I can't do, that it's not attainable. Or if it is attainable, the path to attaining it is so many other goals between this one and that one and that one, and then that one that's so far out there. Attainable goals are goals that are realistic and are within the realm of reasonable possibility. If your goal is unattainable, then it's not a good goal. It's just not a good goal. So you need to keep them within a range. You need to keep them within a range of reach. So far, the three characteristics that we have come up with is they have to be simple. That is to say, it's not connected to other things, and that would make a lot of goals unattainable. Is that they're unsimplified, they're connected to many other things, and makes them very difficult to attain. So simple, measurable. Did you get the soda or did you not? Attainable. So is something attainable or is it not attainable? That's a very important aspect of it. And then there's one more characteristic of a good goal. The last characteristic of a good goal is that it has to be compatible with your other goals. So that gives us simple, measurable, attainable, and compatible. And when I first came across this paradigm for goals, the presenter said they have to be SMAC, S-M-A-C, SMAC, simple, measurable, attainable, and compatible. Compatible just makes sense. You can't have multiple goals that you're working on that don't fit together within the same realm of possibility. For example, if you wanted to get a promotion at work and you wanted to just like skate by and do the bare minimum, those are two goals that are not necessarily compatible. Compatible goals or incompatible goals, you can come up with millions of examples. Getting stronger and losing weight are compatible because the same things that would lead to one would lead to the other. But losing weight and having dessert with every meal, those would be two goals that may not be compatible. So that's the last thing. Your goals need to fit together within the realm of possibility. And when you have multiple goals that can be satisfied by some of the same processes, like getting stronger and losing weight, then you're going to be much better off than if you have goals that are really different. I want to go to the gym 3 nights a week, and I want to do this other thing that requires a great deal of time. Whatever. You have to have goals that will fit together. So that's it. That's the 4 characteristics of a effective goal. And if you don't have an effective goal, then you're not going to be able to come up with an effective plan. And if you don't come up with a plan, if you don't have any way of achieving that, then meeting the goal, which we can say is part of the success definition, that's just not going to happen. So that's it. Your goals need to be simple, measurable, attainable, and compatible. Then you build a plan that will logically lead you through the steps to reach that goal. And so that is another vital aspect to being successful. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. Your likes and your comments are so important to YouTube valuing this channel and valuing the content. So I really appreciate if you hit the like, leave a comment, and if you share with someone else who is maybe working on something and that they need to know how to set decent goals, please share it with someone like that. And thank you for watching. We will see you in the next episode.